Okay, welcome to my heaven. So today you will experience heaven, and I really wish your life become heaven from now on. Please, I want to share my screen. So this is the program that I made, and I taught this in university class. And please feel free to share your feeling, your thought, and opinion. The title is The Journey to Find Yourself with Les Miserables. I use this tool to transform people's life. So it is official pamphlet. It says, those who do not weep do not see. What does it mean? And Dr. Lee,
Yes.
I knew you experienced Korean War, and I know your sad story. Do you agree this opinion? Those who do not weep do not see. How do you interpret this sentence?
Uh, uh, I missed it. What is it?
How do you think about this sentence? Those who do not weep do not see. Do you agree?
Oh, those who do not weep do
Mm-hmm.
not see.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Is it you are asking in Korean?
Uh, okay. You can share later. So
Yeah, I understand.
okay.
Hmm.
울지 못하는
Hmm.
자는 정말 흐느껴 울어보지 못한 자는 보지 못한다.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
interpreted this sentence that
Hmm.
uh, I think the person who experienced pain, trauma, and all the difficult things, and they know the real value of life. I wanna
Hmm.
interpret it that way. Like that,
Okay.
it is the Jung said, only hero's journey, only hero can find themselves. So, Andrew, Andrew, yes, I can hear you. Have you ever seen Les Miserables opera or movie? Have you ever
Yes.
seen? Yeah. The main theme song is Who Am I? Can you guess why the main question again and again, repeated question is who am I? Why this song is that important? Can you guess?
Because sometimes we think we are
Mm-hmm.
a doctor, we are a salesperson, we
Mm.
are a lot of things, but actually we are not really that. We are
Mm.
not just a job person. We are not just a father. We are not just a brother. We are so many things. We
Mm.
wear so many hats on our head.
Mm.
And sometimes we become confused.
Mm.
And it's important to
Mm.
always ask the question, who am I
Yeah.
really?
Mm. Thank you so much. So you mean our role, our duty, and our status doesn't define who am I. Then, Koi, what determines who am I? Koi, what determines who you are? What do you think about it, Koi? Koi, I can hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah?
Okay, the technical issue because if I turn on microphone, will be
Oh,
echo.
Koi, there is a noisy sound. Maybe later. Okay. I'm sorry. I think the most important thing is our identity. Our identity, who I am, our self image. I think the best thing to transform ourselves is to know who I am. And one more. Can you guess one more? How to perceive world. But as human, we can't see ourselves. Even when we can't see ourselves without mirror, right? And how can you know who I am? We need others. Somebody have to look at me and say who I am, right? So many psychologists said if we have a good enough mom, then we believe that we are worthy. So, if you are lucky to have a good enough mom, that's okay. But unfortunately, most of people don't. So how can we know the value of ourselves? So that's why I used opera Les Miserables. From now on, I want to invite all of you to the journey of find yourself. How you become 장발장 right now. Just imagine you are 장발장. He'll become your mirror, okay? And see. Maybe you think that, oh, we are different. We live in a different time, different character. But you know what? Human nature are same. We are so many things in common. And they can change yourself, your belief, your thinking, everything. Just imagine. Maybe you've read this masterpiece or watched it. 장발장 is the main character of Victor Hugo's Les Miserables. You know the story. He stole a piece of bread because his sister's daughter was starved to death. And he was in the prison for 19 years because he ran away again and again. That's what happened to 장발장. So from now on, I wanna show a video clip. Imagine that you are 장발장, and first question, just read the mood. And second, imagine what kind of self-image would you have and how to perceive world. Think about it. I want to show you. Wait. Please wait. Okay, here we go.
down. Don't look him in the eye. Look down, you're here until you die.
God above, not hell alone below.
Look down, there's 20 years to go.
I'm done.
wrong. Sweet Jesus, hear my prayer.
Look down, sweet Jesus doesn't care.
I know she'll wait. I know that she'll be true.
Look down, they're all for us and you.
When I get free, you won't see me here for dust.
Look down, you'll always be a slave. Look down, you're standing in your grave.
Retrieve the flag.
Now, prisoner 24601, your time is up and your parole's begun. You know what that means.
Yes, he's free.
No. Follow to the letter your itinerary. This badge of shame you'll show it till you die. It warns you're a dangerous man.
Stole a loaf of bread. My sister's child was close to death. We were starving.
You'll starve again unless you learn the meaning of the law.
Know the meaning of those 19 years. The slave of the law.
5 years for what you did. The rest because you tried to run. Yes, 24601.
My name is Jean Valjean.
And I'm Javert. Do not forget my name. Do not forget me. 24601.
Look down, you'll always be a slave. Look down, you're standing in your grave.
Okay. Did you enjoy the clip? Okay,
Mhm.
Andrew. What is the mood? And can you imagine that if you are Jambarjang, how would you feel?
I will feel that my life is miserable.
Mhm. And you know, he has a name, Jangbarjang, but he is called by 2461. What does that mean? It is
Uh,
like a
every
stigma.
prisoner,
Yeah,
yeah,
prisoner is called. Yeah.
every prisoner have a number,
Mm-hmm.
and they lose their sense of identity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why Jean Valjean said, "My name is Jean Valjean."
Mm.
You know, he is very determined that he is the human being
Mm-hmm.
who is unique and who deserve the right to exist.
Mm. Andrew, but when you see, do you know the story? But do you think
Yes.
that Jangbarjang believe, what does he believe? Does he believe he's a human nature or a prisoner? Really?
He believed he
And
should be a free man.
oh, do you think so? How
Yeah.
about others? How do you think so? Because his behavior shows his belief. Later, nobody accepted him except Bishop. And Bishop provided a warm house, warm room, but what he did it? He stole silverware. What does that mean? But inside his heart, he believed he is a prisoner. That is his identity, right? His self-image is, even though he said, "My name is Jang Parchang," but inside his heart, he act depend on his identity, but he believes, strongly believe, even though Bishop gave a favor, he stole silverware. That means he believe, his thinking, his belief system is, I'm a prisoner, I'm a victim. Yeah. So this is really important. Without changing the way how we look at ourselves, we can change ourselves. It is really important to change our identity, our value, and our principle. And in order to become the best self, it is really important to change or edit our self-image and self-concept and our belief. First, the belief about myself and belief about others and belief about world. So I want to show you very interesting chart. Bishop gave me two chance to remind himself that he was once a thief, but he has a. Oh, I want to read you. What did you say? Yeah, how? Okay, you talk about the story, but he has a right to regain his freedom. How, Andrew? How was it possible, Andrew? Why? Why this was possible?
The possibility is
Mhm.
all of us have many possibilities.
Mm.
We can be a thief,
Mhm.
we can be a free man,
Mm.
and we can also be a very important person in the future.
Mm.
It is up to us to make that choice. However,
Mm.
because as you mentioned, the condition, the environment that we live in
Mhm.
give us the illusion, I like this word, illusion,
Mhm.
that we think we are this person in that environment.
Yeah.
But actually, we can be much more than just that environment.
Mm.
The environment has created us to become who we are.
Mm.
It's just like the movie The Matrix, right?
Mm.
When you live in the Matrix, you think you are that person.
Mm.
But if you are getting out of the Matrix, then you can be much more than who you are in the Matrix.
Mm.
So same thing, when he is a prisoner in jail, he in that environment has created the illusion that he is just a prisoner, but he is a much more than a prisoner. And the bishop has reminded him that you can be whoever you want to be, but it's time for you to wake up. Wake up, Jean Valjean. You're no longer a thief. You're no longer a prisoner.
Okay, thank you so much. But what I want to say is, it's not only Jang Baljong's story. It is our story. It is my story, and Dr. Lee's story, Koi's story, Andrew's story. What I want to say is, we created our own prison. We don't know that, but we stuck into our prison, our limit, our trauma, our scar, our fear created our own prison. Just as you say, if we get out of prison, we are free. We live in peace and joy. But we created like a Jang. We can't see it, but we have to realize that we created our own prison. So, Dr. Yi, are you following? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Do you add some more opinion about that?
As a matter of fact, we
Mm.
didn't create.
Mm-hmm.
to create was
Mm.
bad police or superintendent, and we just accept that is my real life,
Yeah.
as if my real life.
I mean, if we think that way, that is materialize in our reality.
Yeah.
If we perceive the world is heaven, will our heaven will be spread. How we perceive ourselves, how we look at ourselves, how we perceive our world is really influence our world. Okay, I want to share
Mm.
next part. Okay, this chart. The 5 states of culture. So, which status does Zhang Baizhang in, do you think? Zhang Baizhang, his status is, I think, number? Please answer, guys. Number?
Number 1.
Number 1, yeah. On the mining stage, he's very alienated and he always think life sucks. And right
Life
now,
totally sucks.
yeah. So, how about you, Andrew? Which stage are you in? Right, we're but not in the same stage. Sometimes I'm in here. Sometimes I'm in here. So yeah, we're up and down, and not right now. Which stage are we in, Andrew?
I think I'm in between a 3 and a 4.
3 and 4, and you're a lone
Yes.
warrior and personal domination. You feel I'm great. And 4, trivial pride, stable partnership. We are great. Quite good.
Yes.
Yeah, you are doing
Yes.
great. And how about Dr. E? Which stage are you in? Dr. E, can you hear
Actually,
me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Me,
Mm.
stage 5.
Wow.
Life is great. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
The story of Viktor Frankl,
Mm-hmm.
who was in German, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
Very famous camp.
Mm-hmm.
Auschwitz.
Huh? Yeah,
Okay.
Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Auschwitz. Yeah,
Mm.
almost of them are taking. His life is, let's say, stage 2 something.
Mm.
But Viktor Frankl doesn't believe. He is trying to be in stage 5.
Mm.
And finally, he came out from Auschwitz camp.
Mm.
Oh, you can, no problem.
Yeah, and become very famous professor.
Mm. Okay.
That's why you see the human being is
Mm.
depending upon their life as he believes.
Mm.
Stage 5 or 4, 3. That is his
Oh,
choice.
Dr. E, how can you stay in stage 5? What is your secret?
See, even if we are in very suffering environment,
Mm.
that's not me. Because if I choose
Mm.
my status
Mm.
at 5, and if I believe,
Mm.
if I see myself as
Mm.
stage 5,
Mm.
and the reality comes as stage 5 category man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for your tips. Okay.
thank
And
you.
Koi, how about you? Where are you,
Actually,
Koi?
not easy for me
Mm.
for this question, but
Mm.
I'm thinking that a below of not 2, but below 3.
Mm.
I think so.
Mm. So,
Eh,
Koi, thank you for your honest answer, but you'll be go upward. Don't worry. Upward. You're in my class. And take the elevator, okay? Together with me. Okay. I think
We
the
have other
Andrew
stories.
talk about 장발장 become free because of bishop. So can somebody say how is it possible? Why 장발장 set free from the prison? I mean material prison. I don't mean material prison. I mean his poor self-image, self-concept. What did Bishop do to 장발장? Why the prisoner self-image 장발장 can be transformed, and later he became a mayor and successful business person? How is it possible? What did Bishop do? What kind of magic power is it? Can somebody answer? What happened? Okay, I can. Andrew, do you want to say? Do you want to answer?
Yes, yes.
Mm,
I think the bishop did
mm,
a very powerful thing that
mm,
changed his life, or
mm,
did not change his life completely from the very beginning. But the father or the bishop
mm,
saw a seed in his mind.
mm,
Yes, and that seed started to grow over the
mm,
years to kind of remind him that,
mm,
hey, yes, what you did, your behavior is the behavior of a thief.
mm,
I gave you my house. I gave you a bed. I gave you food.
mm,
And instead of say thank you and be
mm,
grateful to
mhm,
me, what do? You
mm.
steal my most precious possessions in my house.
Right.
And it's just crazy. It's unacceptable. And I
Mm,
should have called the police to come and take you back to the prison because you deserve it.
mm,
But instead, the father
mm,
who believes in Christianity, which is
mm.
forgiveness.
Ding dong
I
ding.
forgive
Yeah.
you, forgive you, my son,
Mm,
because you are making mistakes in the past, you are making it again, and you will make mistakes again in the future. But I love you
mm,
and I forgive you.
mm. Okay. That is, yeah, that was the answer. Forgiveness. Unconditional love. Unconditional love set him free from the prison of his own mind. I think when you loved by others, you can be healed. Unconditional. I think the mental doctors, psychologists, and coaches, and some pastors, bishops, they do. Mother, yeah, right. Sometimes, if you are lucky to meet that kind of person, you'll be healed 100%. Or, I think opposite thing is possible. If you can give unconditional love to somebody, and if you forgive somebody you can't forgive, that also brings healing. I mean, to receiver and giver, I experience the same thing. Unconditional love, whether you receive or take, that will bring healing, that will set you free. Because forgiveness, when you can't forgive somebody, that also give you prison, right? If you can't, if you hate somebody, that will become your prison, right? Yes, same thing happened. That means Bishop was really, really wise and smart enough not to create his own prison. How can you steal my silverware? Don't you know that what I did to you? You really bad, blah blah. He didn't say like that. Just, it's okay. Live a different life. And Tang Bartung said that, who am I? Who am I? Why do you show much this much? Why do you show this love to this? I'm the thief. I know what I did. I don't deserve this. Why do you give me this unconditional love? Why? Who am I? That moment, Changbaljan realized maybe I'm worthy enough to be loved. Maybe I can be the different person. Maybe I can live a different life. And he realized that changed the transformation of his identity. He was in the dark. He was in the dark tunnel. He meant to live in the prison forever. What happened to his life was enough to live like that. But the one touch of love changed his life. The Bible says, Thessalonians says, for you are all children of light, children of the day. We are not of the night or the darkness. And who are we? Who are we? We are coaches. That's what we have to do. We have to show our light. We have to show our unconditional love, our forgiveness, and one touch. Just one sentence, just one meal can change people's life. Very, very small things, but they can bring real transformation of the life. So, I want to ask you who we are. Andrew, who are you? What do you want to say about you? Who are you? Why are you here on earth?
I'm here on earth to connect to River and Dr. Lee and Hui.
Okay, great. And Dr. Lee, how do you define yourselves? Who are you?
I'm a man of
Mm,
challenge, achieve,
mm,
and give influencing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
me. Yeah,
great. Right.
you.
And Koi, who are you?
People who was born just be connected by all of you.
You copy Andrew. Good copy. Okay. So,
Actually, question is a very big question for me sometimes.
mhm,
Not
Before
only for me, everybody. See, not only the problem for this topic.
mhm,
This identity problem is a really big one
mhm,
to every human being.
mm,
Sometimes we take whole our life to find out who am I.
right, right.
Yeah. But we are not saying that this is really too hard to dig out.
Right, right.
But let's say, as River explained, under some special conditions or circumstance of love, we can open our eyes. Then we can see ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so many people, including me, they waste their life to prove themselves to the world. I'm worthy. I'm important. It is because even though we are worthy already, but so many people waste their life to prove that. But we don't have to prove it to the world. If you want to prove it, just define yourself who you are and prove to myself. That's important, not others. Prove to me. That's really important. So I want to level my class. Can you give me a little feedback, Dr. Ray? Yeah, give me a little feedback. How was the class?
This is really sort of a foundation of a human being. We have to know our identity, who we are. Otherwise, we cannot start our development job because we do not have any base to start. So that's why in the beginning we have to know ourselves, our
Right.
identity. That's why we are approaching to identify our identify identity.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And Andrew, what do you want to say? Andrew, please. Yeah.
I think I'm very lucky, very blessed to be a trainer, to be a coach, moving to become a coach, to first understand myself so that I can help others to understand themselves and how they can improve their life and be the very best that they can be. And I think all of us on earth here have one purpose.
Right.
One purpose is to have a great life, to enjoy, and to be the very best that we can be. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
great.
think that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I don't have a time, so I want to invite you again. I'll make a room again. Okay, see you soon. See you. Thank you. Yeah, see you soon. Yeah.
Thank you.